Hello, beautiful friends. This is the Organizer Advisor, here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Hey, grab a cup of coffee or your hydration beverage and let's have a sip and a sit, and I'm going to talk you through today's togas. All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here with me today. I'm so excited because this is a milestone day in our transformational journey. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but there's a couple of things I just want to quickly talk about first. First of all, a special expression of gratitude to all of you who have joined us on this journey, my new subscribers and followers, as well as my returning viewers, subscribers, and followers. Thank you so much for bringing your positive energy. This helps uplift us all, and it really makes me feel positive and excited. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is a little bit of information about my content. First of all, when I started this channel on YouTube, I did a little bit of research to find what was needed, what was missing from the content that was already out there. And there are some great content creators out there, some great organizational advice, some great organizational content, and I especially love the ones that look all pretty and serene and, not a hair out of place and everything just looks so perfect. Well, I'm just going to tell you that's not me. That's not me. My life is messy. It is busy. I'm a messy hair farm kind of girl. And, I walk barefoot in the country. I feed horses and chickens. And I'm not a perfectionist. I am not a minimalist. And so when I was doing all of the research, what I found what was missing, there didn't seem to be a step-by-step sequential scaffolded system to work you through the process. Yeah, there were Clean With Me videos on how to clean a room, but there was no framework. What was missing was the framework and the system. And so that just happened to be something that I had already created. So it seemed to be that's the brick in the organizational wall that was needed. That was the niche that really needed to be filled. So that's when I kind of slid my process into the content creator categories of organization. And my framework is going to fit anybody's life. And if perfection is your goal, I'm not there. My life is way too busy to be perfect. I don't want it perfect. I just want it pleasant. I want my life to be pleasant. Perfection to me is unattainable. And there are some people that have that, but usually they don't have a lot of stuff. So that's just, I wanted this to be real. I want this to be authentic. I want this to be something you can relate to, because your life, if you're on this channel, your life isn't perfect either. It's messy. And my goal is to help give you a framework so that you can manage the messy. That's it. All right. So let's get started on our togas for today. I'm so excited that you're here with me. Okay, so for document organization, we're going to gather and go through all of our insurance documents. Now, this is your life insurance, health insurance, home insurance, vehicle insurance. Now, I suggest creating a little insurance audit. And this is where we look at our insurance coverages and make sure they are aligned with our goals, particularly with your life insurance, but also your health insurance and your vehicle insurance. Now, for your home insurance, I'm going to give you one of my top suggestions, especially if you are a military family or you're in a job where you move around a lot. Creating a home inventory is going to be very beneficial for you. I remember as a military wife, my household goods got moved around all the time. And if I hadn't had that home inventory where I was unpacking and checking off the items, and that as I unpacked, I would not have discovered that there were quite a few of my high-end items missing from my household goods. And so I was able to file a claim because I had a record that I had them, and I discovered they were missing as I unpacked. So the other benefit of having a household inventory is that then you can assign a value to each item in your home, calculate the worth of the contents of your home, and see if your home owner's policy insurance coverage is aligned with the value of the contents of your home, so that if there was a need for replacement, you would have the adequate coverage and then the reimbursement in order to do so. It also gives you this really good feeling of abundance when you see your things and you write down the value, and then you start to calculate how much stuff you have and what it's worth. Gives you this really good feeling that you have what you need, and that the word enough takes on a whole new meaning. All right, last little snippet on that is when you start to do your home inventory, if you don't care enough about that item to write it down, it's probably something you want to let go of. Just saying. All right, so insurance documents for our document organization, they're going to go into our important document binder. And I also suggest having your agent's contact number and your claim number highlighted on your insurance documents, just to make it easy to find, just in case there's a reason that you need to use them. You won't be stressed out looking for them. All right, let's move on to Organize to Utilize. Today's Organize to Utilize focus is going to be on our keys. So we're going to gather all of our keys together. We're going to group them. We're going to label them, and we're going to create a dedicated space. Now, I have a video on the Organize to Utilize playlist regarding keys. It has a lot more robust information. In that video, you're going to find my best tips, tricks, strategies, suggestions on how to organize your keys, create that dedicated space. And you're going to find a lot of tips in there, like, tips that are going to save you on locksmith fees, and they're going to save you a lot of frustration, especially if you have electronic key fobs. So please check out that video. Just a quick little story. As I was preparing for this video, I just went through my keys, and I had 3 keys that I didn't know what they were because I didn't label them. I label all my keys, and there were 3 keys that didn't have labels. So I was, at first I was like, should I just get rid of these? And then I thought, no, let me do a quick Google search. And I just looked up the manufacturer of the key and what it might go to. And it was to the riding lawnmower. And the reason it wasn't labeled is because my husband put the extra key where the keys were, which was a great strategy. But because I didn't handle it, it didn't get labeled. The second key was to the lock that I use as a cable lock for my kayaks when I take my kayaks traveling. And then the last key I still haven't discovered yet. But don't throw out your keys. If you have a bunch of keys that you're certain you don't need anymore, right here is a video of what I did with my keys. Actually, I managed a facility, and when the county came in and changed all the locks, there were all the old keys. Well, I wasn't going to throw them out. Look what I did with them. All right, so that is our Organize to Utilize. Now let's go on to wardrobe restructuring. Light green today. So we're going to gather all of our light green garments, and we're going to just take a quick look. Do they need to be laundered, ironed, mended? Do they jive with our vibe? Do they feel authentic to us? If they don't, this is probably a good time to maybe purge some of those. If not, get them into good wear, ready to wear condition. Hang them in all together in your closet. Create that calm, cohesive, color-coded closet. This is going to reduce your getting dressed stress. Don't forget those accessories and your ooh-la-las. That's our intimate apparel. We want to make sure we're including those as well because they make us feel fabulous too. Help us prepare for that restful sleep. Speaking of restful sleep, we're going to segue right into our every nook and cranny cleaning. This is our milestone moment. We are finishing the primary bedroom. We have created, by completing the west wall. Using that compass rose strategy, we have focused on one wall a day, starting with the north wall, the east wall, the south wall, and today is the west wall. So we are going to finalize our primary bedroom. Now, what this has done is created a serene sanctuary space for our nervous system to be able to relax fully. This is going to deepen and enhance our sleep. We have also cleaned as much dust and particulate matter in the breathable air in our room. So we have improved our breathing air. So this is going to help us sleep better as well. Less irritants, less coughing, less congestion. It also, we have washed our bedding and pillows. So our bedding is fresh, it smells fresh, it's dust free, and it helps improve that good night's sleep. Clean sheets improve your sleep, comfortable bedding. If you rotated the mattress, that's going to be more comfortable for you, give you better support in your sleep. So this is not only a decluttered, organized, clean room, it has tremendous health benefits for you, for your nervous system and your sleep as well. All right, so focus on that west wall. Let's finalize that room and plan a little celebration as we go through these milestones of cleaning each room. Go ahead and plan a little celebration. Celebrate these milestones as we achieve success in our every nook and cranny cleaning journey. Here's another thing I want to say about that, and this is going to surprise you. Do you know that Swedish dining and Japanese method of touching everything in your home? Guess what? They're synthesized into our every nook and cranny cleaning system because we are touching every item in our home. And if it doesn't jive with our vibe, we're releasing it. We also are cleaning every surface, every space, every corner, even the ceiling. That is going to give you that sense of clean. So, I mean, what could be better than that? We're not going to forget our health and beauty routine for today because self-care is health care. So today is Monday. It is our facial and skincare day. Yes, I know we just had one on Friday, so we've already created that facial beauty bin, basket, or box. We have all of our beauty products. We're going to use the almost empties first, but today is a great day to exfoliate, mask, hydrate, nourish your skin, particularly your face. Don't neglect the neck and don't forget your lips. And let's make sure that we are really taking the best care of our skin using the products that we already have. Don't forget those personal care devices. This is your waxing kit, your red light therapy, your wash-a-stone, your jade roller, whatever you have that you purchased to use to enhance the look of your skin, particularly on your face. This is the day to incorporate those into your self-care routine. I like dry brushing. I don't know if you've tried that. If you have, leave me a comment about how it's worked for you. I've kind of just started that, but I do like it. It's kind of like a lymphatic drainage, so that's going to help the overall health of your skin. All right, so we're also exercising 15 minutes, folks. Let's move it up 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Try and get a 15-minute walk in after your main meal. So if you eat a bigger lunch than dinner, then walk 15 minutes after lunch. If you eat a larger dinner, walk your 15 minutes after you eat dinner. This is going to help with insulin resistance and glucose control, going to lower your blood pressure and your cortisol. Also, make sure you're hydrating. Take time for hydration. Then meditate, stillness, prayer, and breath work. This is going to help relax that vagus nerve. It's going to reduce cortisol, reduce our blood pressure. This is going to have long-term benefits for our overall health and well-being. Eat clean. Now, last week we tried to eliminate processed foods. We wanted to focus on just wholesome ingredients, one ingredient foods, and fresh foods. This week, we're going to focus on reducing carbs. We want to be protein focused and lower our carbs. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. Please check with your healthcare practitioner before you start any diet. Okay, that is our day 5 of our total life transformation. These are our togas: document organization, insurance documents. Organize to utilize your keys. Wardrobe restructuring, light green. Every nook and cranny cleaning, finishing the primary bedroom, creating that sanctuary space. And then lastly, our daily health and beauty routine: facial, exercise, hydrate, meditate, eat clean, breath work. Vitamins and supplements if you subscribe to that practice. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me. Thank you for having a sit and a sip with me as we go through today's togas. Have a wonderful day, and until I see you again, my friends,